So, just let me know if, the music is too loud. I would appreciate that. But, firstly, I need an audience. Oh, there we go. I got a couple people now. Hello. I just gotta get little things set up on my other screen here. There we go. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad the music's not too loud. Oh, sorry. I just gotta put away a container of cheese curds because I was munching on some cheese curds. Because I like cheese. Anyways. Hello there. How's this evening? It's alright. Oh, and I should set up my... Not set up, but turn on my webcam in Rubel's room in case he gets upset. We do be live, indeed. Figure I just work on some storyboards. Because that's what we do. Oh, are you? You should link it to me when you're done. You haven't watched this channel in so long? Well, it's good to see everyone here so far. I need just black. Just give me a second here. I have to also pull up my script, which is on my other screen, so you won't see it. I just realized my music actually might be slightly distracting to me. So, yeah. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello, Misty. It's nice to see you again. Well, see you. You know what I mean. Alright, now I gotta think. How do I want this to be portrayed? It was! I'm sorry you couldn't join us on the... It was you who was having problems joining the train, right? It might be another person, but I think someone was having troubles. A less chaotic idea. It's true, except at the same time, I have to think of how I want to frame the scene. I decided I'll start at the beginning. I've already... Oh, this isn't really a spoiler. I can do this. So I'm going to open up. Let's see. My current storyboard, so you can get a snippet here. This is my most recent one. If it'll open. Hey! No kidding. No kidding, Misty. I hate moving. I completely understand. Good luck on the animation, Jade. So, this is the first, of the scene of the animation. This is kind of... It's obviously very messy, but that's what storyboards are about. They're supposed to be messy. So if you're curious of what exactly this is called a house barn. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Every now and then I get tickles in my throat. I've had it ever since I've had COVID in March. And so, I don't know what's up. I call it a post-COVID symptom. Anyways, this is called a house barn. This was actually very common in Prussia. Now, if you don't know what Prussia is, I'm still figuring out Prussia myself, but Prussia used to be like an amalgamation of various countries like Germany and Poland. Oh boy, I think the country that Prague is in, I cannot remember the name. Various countries like that used to be grouped together and called Prussia, not Russia, Prussia. So, one way they actually would keep themselves warm in the winter was just to have their animals basically share their house. So obviously, this part is the barn and this part is the house. It's actually kind of ingenious if you think about it. You don't have to heat your house as much, and you just have your cattle and your horses and maybe your pigs, warm the house for you. I'd say it's pretty clever. And you would see this a lot in like middle class, well, the equivalent of middle class homes in Prussia. So, yeah, so safe to say this family is comfortable. That's all I'll say. So that's the best way my great uncle described it, was that they were comfortable. Now the one thing that does bug me, I should make this a white background. Hold on a second. The one thing that does bug me that I'm looking forward to doing hopefully sometime in the future soon, and we got an ad here. I will say, animating Lewis, it can be such a pain in the butt because of the spots. So, there's a museum in Manitoba, in the city of Steinbach, that has a big Mennonite museum. They actually have authentic houses. Thing is, though, is that I have a hard time finding pictures of the house I want to model this from. So I don't exactly know what the inner house is going to look like yet. And so that bothers me because it makes
so many rewards, so many places, like Cineplex and Toby's in Atlantic Canada.
Designing the inner house really difficult. So I don't exactly know how this is going to look. I've been also working on like 3D models in Blender just to kind of give me a frame of reference. But I really need to go to... I just really need to go to Steinbach and just take a bunch of photos of the house that I want to model this from. Oh, how many windows? It would just be one, right? It's two. Oh, see, that's the thing. This is the thing that bothers me, is I think there's at least 2 windows. Here, before I storyboard, this is what I do know from my research about how the houses were basically designed. So, let me just give you a run through. Very crudely drawn house. Obviously, this part is the barn. We won't think about this. So, it was kind of designed like this. So you have your main hallway, so there's the door. And it was essentially designed like this. So yeah, it was basically like this equivalent. It basically worked itself in a circle. In here would be what they would call the dark kitchen. This is where also their heater would be. It was essentially just a big brick oven. But this is also where, obviously, the mother would be doing most of the cooking. So, the kitchen would be basically central. And the oven would stick out to heat up various areas of the house. So, they did not have lots of privacy. That's one thing I will criticize the Mennonites on, is that privacy was not very important to them. And, so this would be like the kitchen. This would be the boys' room. This would essentially be the girls' room. So yeah, it'd be more like that. Girls' room. And then this would be just the, I'll say living room. Now you're probably like, wait, where's the parents' room? This was their room. Funny enough, this was their room. They would just have like a little bed that would fold up into a chair that they would just make every night. They would also keep like their babies in here, their cradles and whatnot. So the babies and the parents slept in the living room. Obviously, all the boys in here, or grown men, I guess. And the girls and the young children, so the young boys who were not babies, would be in the girls' room, and then there's the kitchen. Obviously, the proportions are not exact, but this is essentially how the house would have been laid out. So, So this is going to be the best interpretation. It's just this is the windows. And yes, I am drawing crudely. This is Photoshop, that one YouTuber. So again, this is going to be drawn very crudely, but that's just what storyboards are about. They're supposed to be drawn crudely. I don't exactly remember all the furniture that would, be in the kitchen. I just know the table would be approximately here. Hello. So, table leg, right there, and right there. Actually, I'll just do this. Bloop. Whoops. A lot of this is trial and error. So yeah, I hope to visit Steinbach sometime within the year. I wish it was sooner, but alas, money, and the museum is technically closed in winter. So I'm a little stuck on resources unless someone has a video from Steinbach. Alright, so hello, blue scare guy. Alright, how many of the kids were alive at this point? Hold on. We got Pete, we got Maria, young Paul, young Peter, young Amos, young Gideon, and baby Joseph. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They probably would have had a baby chair or high chair. Rubel actually picked out his costume when we were at Spirit of Halloween about a week or so ago. He has decided he wanted to be Blue's Clues. So, Blue. He's barely watched the show. I tried showing it to him a few times, and he appeared to show no interest. So, but he was like, "Oh, I like this. I want this." And so we were just like, "Okay." Alright, so this would be a chair of some kind. Again, crudely drawn, but that's the way storyboards are. I will be more accurate once I'm able to go to Steinbach and ask them all my questions and stuff like that. Alright, so this is where Maria will sit, and this is where Pete will sit. Alright, so we have the high chair. Actually, I just gotta do a quick Google search on my other screen here. Mennonites high chair 1920? What would high chairs even look like back then, or would they just sit on their baby's lap? I'm not looking at the screen right now, by the way, so if you're talking to me, I can't see right now. I'm trying to do a quick little... Oh gosh, I'm seeing a lot of like modern equivalent high chairs, and I don't think that's what they looked like. I am suspicious. Maybe I need to look up like Amish high chairs. Oh, is this a picture of something, or no? It's just a display. Well, no, that's a chair. That's a chair. All right, I'm gonna look at Amish. Maybe they'll have something better. Amish high chair. I mean, that's kind of better. Oh, I really don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna have Maria holding baby Joseph. Oh, that's adorable, Misty. Also, that's a good idea, Jade. Alright, so... now I gotta look at it again. Would they have benches, or whether they have had chairs? Let's see. Family, table, Mennonite. Did they have benches or chairs? Oh, this is all, like, modern. I need to type 1920. It appears to be chairs? Huh. I really don't know. Let's try kitchen table. That might give me more results. Okay. I think it's chairs. Okay. Alright, so we'll do one chair here and one chair here. See, this is gonna be pretty insane eventually because like these are based on my grandparents if you didn't know, right? And my great grandfather was one of 11 children. So they either really squished in. Also, that's hilarious, Kevin. I like that. So they either squished in really tightly at the dinner table, or, you know, the dad just made another dinner table. I'm assuming he would have made a bigger table. You know, of course, according to how big their kitchen was. I'm assuming their kitchen was more just a dining room in our today's standards, would have been a dining room. So I don't believe there would have been much extra furniture. Like, I wouldn't be I'm just going to do like stuff like this because I don't know if other furniture is added here. Alright, so we need a dinner plate. I'm assuming they just would have had like, oh, what are they called? Taggarts? Exactly, Misty. You're right there. Hello, Team and Bomb. So here's another tankard. Oh, you know what? If she has the baby on her lap, I should at least give him a plate. So another cup. Alright. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, Jade. Alright. So that's the general family. Boop, boop. I'm just doing, again, just crude cutlery. Hello there. Oh shoot, hold on. I gotta think. For lunch, they would have had FASPA. Now, I do know what FASPA is because Robin's family, they do FASPA every now and then. So, FASPA essentially is just easy lunch. It's like buns and cold cuts, sometimes cheese. It's just like sandwiches. So, I'm just trying to think. She may have had a big plate full of like buns. Well, actually, no, not full of. This is the end of like supper. So empty plate. Another plate for like cold cuts. So I'll do a few like cold cut situation here. Alright. My day is alright. We took Ruble to an inclusive playground. This playground is designed for special needs children or disabled children in mind, but it's also for everyone. You don't have to be disabled to go to this playground. So there's lots of like sensory equipment here, like the best way I could describe it is like a steamroller, slide, as well as like various swings and like, excuse me. And yeah. So that's what we did. We met up with one of Rubel's preschool friends. So that was exciting. And we got to meet with the mom. And yeah, it was very nice. I am storyboarding for Till We Meet Again, my big project. I figured that I'm not really spoiling anything because I'm just beginning it. So I might as well record the storyboarding process. So now I just gotta fade that out a bit. Rubel is going to be Blue's Clues, or Blue from Blue's Clues. He picked it out himself. Alright, now I need to... Yep, there's my trains. I need to find my references. I'm not looking at the chat right now, just FYI. I just need my models to make sure I get body shapes and whatnot right. So I need Amos and did I wait? young Jessie in there? I forgot about Jessie! How dare I forget about Jessie? Okay, I'm looking at the chat quickly here. Hello there, Drew. Very nice, Misty. I like it. Alright, what was I looking at again? What was I looking at again? Oh, right, models. My models. Right, so Amos, Jesse. I need Joseph and Gideon. There. Obviously, I need Paul, Peter, and Maria. Apparently, I did not save Maria as a JPEG, so she might pop up here. Peter. Oh, and Pete, of course. I also didn't save Pete as a JPEG. And where are you? Who am I looking for? Paul. Okay, they're all... Just gotta open it up here. Open. Alright, now I will go back to the chat. You actually just missed it, Team and Bomb. I was talking about how their houses were laid out. So I'll go over again for those who've already listened to me ramble about it. Feel free to just talk about your own thing. Also, my favorite candy are chocolate bars. So they actually were very well off compared to many of the Russian peasants or serfs. You may have heard the word serf before. What this is actually, yes, I am the real blue collar den. So this would have been a house barn. Basically, it's both a house and a barn. It's basically so the farm animals can help contribute their heat to help warm up the house in winter. A lot of middle class, equivalent to middle class, houses in the Mennonite culture would have been house barns. And then if you were rich, you had your own house. But yeah, Mennonites were actually pretty well off in general. Like, you might have a few poor Mennonites, but the community was really good at taking care of, like, those who needed help. So a typical, so my family would have been comfortable. So the general layout of the house would have looked basically like this. So the kitchen would have been fairly big. I mean, it kind of, people would have met in the kitchen. Food matters a lot to the Mennonite culture. So, yeah. All right, so I need 3. I'm missing, since I missed Jessie, how dare I miss Jessie? I'm going to add one little table here. And another tankard. I think that's what they're called. I'm probably saying it wrong, and I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. So, did my model for Maria pop up? Dang it. I have to open it manually. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm going to do Maria first. And I only saved her apparently as a Photoshop file. So, come on, Maria. There we go. There's Maria. I do full bodies, but I've just obviously did torso shots for my, I wanted to save this as a JPEG. Save as a JPEG. Oops, wrong one. I hate this update of Photoshop. Makes things so difficult. Alright, there we go. There. That makes things a little easier. There. I got my copy of Maria up. The czars are gonna be mentioned. Um, I haven't thought about if I'm gonna add. I don't think I'm gonna add Nicholas the Second, or like any of like the classic Romanovs you think of. Um, I might feature Alexander the Second in my like introduction, but that's about it. I thought about including like Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin, but I was like, no, they're only going to be mentioned by the characters. They don't need to be. Good night, Misty. They don't need to be mentioned. They already have a bunch of stuff about them. So, all right. So we got Maria. So she would be probably helping the baby eat some food. So we're just gonna. Hello there. I gave her a triangular nose. Alright. And how did I make her cheek fluff? Like this. Alright. So again, these are storyboards. They're not meant to be perfect. If I make mistakes, then I make mistakes. Alright. What other things? Yeah, no kidding. About Vladimir Lenin. Alright, she's gonna... Oops. So, I'm gonna have her holding, like, a piece of bread or something like that, and the baby's just gonna be gumming it. How do I make time to create these animations? Ugh, it's hard. I'll admit, it's hard. Especially when you got a kid. But, how did I make... now I need a reference for Joseph. Ah! I mean, mainly now I just do my stuff at night. Now that Rubel's getting older, I sometimes do it during when he's in preschool or anything like that. But yeah, it's hard to make time sometimes. All right. Okay, I gave Joseph some round cheeks. Okay. It's true. Oh, it's very time consuming. Very, very time consuming. There's a reason why I don't do a lot these days. No, Rubel decided he wanted to be Blue from Blue's Clues. He picked his costume out and everything. Alright. Give him little fluffy cheeks, and he's gonna be like, ooh, bread! So he's gonna be like, num num num. I have to be careful how I design the legs, because I'm trying to give them more like humanish legs. To a point, of course. You know what? Why not? I'll give him a diaper. Most of my characters will not be wearing clothes. It's a weird thing. I really honestly hate the thought of like having to animate clothes, and I'll only do clothes when I like have to. So that's kind of like why I'm like a little iffy about like true anthropomorphic with like clothes and whatnot. Okay, I made the chairs a little too tall, so I gotta make her a little bit bigger. Come on. There we go. See? Again, the nice thing about storyboarding is it does not have to be perfect. It can be very messy. Right, that's a little bit better. And it does cause stress and anxiety. I know, like, when I had did more animations in the past, of course I had more time for it, but then I burned myself out. I wanted to please my audience, and of course, the more I tried, the less they were pleased. So that was that was one of those things that I had to learn, like, okay, I need to back up from this because I'm putting too much effort into pleasing people. Oh boy, Phantom Wolf, this is a project that's not due to come out until December of 2024. Alright, I should probably do separate files for each character, just to be safe. Alright, so, you know what? I should at least do a crude version of her patterns for Maria. So how did I do it? She has a spot on her forehead. Yeah, oof is right. Yeah. Well, like I mentioned before that this particular, like, I'm starting at the beginning, so there isn't really any spoilers that I'm revealing here. So I figured, why not? I can film myself doing storyboards. Alright. There. Alright. Hello there. Yeah, I decided to give myself lots of time because who knows what life will bring, you know? I want to be prepared in case life's like, no, we don't want you to draw. And then at least if I can't put a lot of effort into, like, making, like, a good animation, I can at least make a decent video about it. Well, thank you, Danias. Honestly, I hope so too, Team and Bob. The one thing I do not like about hosting auditions is that I would love to have everybody be in it. Unfortunately, that's the thing about auditions is you sometimes have to pick people who either fit the bill the best or, you know, they just they have like more experience. And it makes you feel awful. It really does, especially when it's like, oh, I know this is a subscriber of mine. I would love to feature them, but I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair to everyone who auditions for a certain character, and you know what? Another person who I may not know may fit the bill better than the subscriber. And so then I feel awful. I really do. I feel awful. Um, it's not easy to have to pick and choose things like this. Alright, and Gideon would be pretty little, so he would barely be poking out from the chair here. So let's... Little hair. They would have kept, you know, very... Since this is the 19... Let's see, this would be around 1905. So again, very traditional gender roles. So yeah, boys obviously would have had short hair. Boys would have done the traditional boy jobs. Girls would have had very long hair. Girls would have done the very traditional girl jobs. I just have to stick with history in this one. I do have a point. I do have a section where where was I going? I would like to like explore things, and I do have a scene where Marta, who's going to be one of my main characters, does voluntarily go and help her father with doing traditional boy jobs. In this situation, though, she comes from a family of all girls. She has no brothers. So, so it actually makes sense that she would want to be like, yeah, I want to help my dad, or I guess, as they would call it in the video, my papa. So, you know, so in that case, I have a thing where a gender rule isn't completely followed, but again, that's just because of circumstance. And so I have to be considering gender rules of the past, as long as they're not oppressive. Oh, she's good. She is looking at me right now. Actually, I need to, once I'm done with this for the night, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, after I'm done with this, I actually need to help her out. She recently shed her skin, but she's got shed stuck all over her toes and a little bit on her mouth, so I have to help her get that off. Oops. Bring that back down. I should probably label these. Yeah, I probably should label them here. I'll get rid of that. Alright, so that's the table. Alright, this is... Oh, that's very nice. You got a leopard gecko too. Main, kitchen. Alright, and then this is Maria. Yep. Oops. Come on. There we go. So, Maria, Joseph, and we got Gideon. This is just the beginning scene for Till We Meet Again. Sorry, I was just reading Team and Bomb's comment. Basically the introduction of the characters. That's what I'm working on. Alright, this will be... You know what? I'll make this Peter. Alright. So he'd be a little bit taller. Ooh, that is an oval, but that's okay. Alright, I got his file up here now. Alright. This stream will probably be copyrighted striked because of the classical music. So I taught myself how to draw at a young age. I was always drawing as a child, and I'm just self-taught. I'm basically self-taught. I did do some art school. I actually dropped out of that. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Cindy. And honestly, I just learned to animate by watching others back in 2008 and 2009. I'm old. Alright, so he would be munching away on a delicious bun sandwich, so we'll have him nom nom. That's kind of how I did his ears. Would he have had his hair short? I'll just do this for now. I know I'm not technically old. It's mainly a joke, but at the same time, sometimes when I hear your guys' ages, I'm just like, oof, you're more than half my age, oof. Half my age is 15 now. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so he would be eating a bun, but he'd be almost done, so... And I accidentally rhymed. Alright, he's gonna be like, nom nom, this is delicious. Alright. Oh, I know Chick-fil-A is controversial, but I gotta admit, Chick-fil-A is delicious. I kind of wish we had it in Canada, because every time I've been to the States and I've had it, it's just like, oh, it's so good. Alright, who would be beside him? Oh yeah, we'll do Paul. The oldest. So there's currently 6 children. Again, these aren't going to be the exact faces. Yeah, it's not... Well, maybe there's technically one in Canada, but it's in probably Toronto, where it almost everything is in Toronto. And I am, like, a 3-day drive from Toronto. So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes... Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is basically... Well... Technically, this is the first scene. But yes, this is like the first scene involving characters. And I'm chilling in Saskatchewan. Did I make... Oh, Paul's also is just Photoshop, so I have to save his as a JPEG. So you're gonna see Paul pop up here. There we go.
ketchup? Or
There we
barbecue
go.
chips?
Movies and groceries. The new Scene Plus.
Aw,
many
shucks,
awards,
you guys.
so many places, like
You guys are
Cineplex and
very
Sobeys in
sweet.
Atlantic, Canada. Learn more at
Yeah, I have
sceneplus.ca.
those moments too. Alright, he's got a round nose.
Continues. Today's forecast, a perfect 33 degrees. And if you're in the water, remember, baby turtles have the right of way. Enjoy direct flights from
There you
Vancouver
go.
to Nandi. Visit FijiAirways.com.
Sorry, I got lost in the ad. I was just like, huh, interesting. What is his hair? Oh, that's right. Oh, you guys want to know something kind of funny? I'm gonna assume the answer is yes. So, so Robin's Mennonite heritage too, right? And we've always speculated. So, if you're not Mennonite, there is a joke between people of Mennonite heritage that you're most likely related to each other. It's kind of like this, similar with like Amish groups where like it's a tight niche group, right? So sometimes you like, I wouldn't say like obviously cousins marrying cousins, no, but like there was a lot of like there was a lot of like situations where you would be related, or like you would have second cousins in another colony or something like that. And Robin and I have joked that, oh, we probably have a common ancestor down the line, right? And so I found this website for people of Mennonite history called Grandma Online, and this is only for if you have Mennonite history. You can find out if you and another person of Mennonite history are related. So I typed in my name, found my profile, typed in Robin's name, found my profile, and clicked a button called Relationship. So it's like, okay, obviously we're married, yes, but do we have a common ancestor? Clicked on it. Yes, we do. This technically means that Robin and I are seventh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh cousins. Well, Flapjack came in at an awkward time. Alright, take care, whoever has to go to bed. So yeah, obviously, yeah, Robin and I are technically cousins, but like we're seventh cousins, so obviously there's a lot of diversity in that, and yeah, I'm glad, but we're not surprised. All I can tell you is that our common ancestor, his name is Johann Sawatsky, and he was born in the late 1700s in modern day Poland. That's all I know. So yes, that is the interesting fact. And yes, that does mean that my mom and his dad are sixth cousins. Alright, I am drawing... Did I decide on Jesse or Amos? I decided on Jesse, so I need to pop up Jesse's file now. There we go. Thank you. In all honesty, it's actually not surprising that most Mennonites have a familiar, like, have a family relation. Like, again, it's just kind of how it is when you're a community, you know, there's a little bit of mixing that happens. Obviously not gross mixing, just mixing happens. So this is Jesse. Oh, I forgot the patterns. Ah! Oh! Hold on, I realize I need to... Hold on. Cut and paste into place. There we go. Alright, I forgot to add in their patterns. So we can't see Gideon's pattern, but we need to add... Hello! We need to add Peter's pattern. Peter pattern! Right, so stripe, 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 stripe. I'm definitely trying to make my patterns more simplified for the video. 2. Did I make it 3 stripes or 4? I think it's 3 plus a stripe on the shoulder. Alright, so there. So there's Peter's stripes, and I need his little bloop. Alright. And Paul only has the one spot there, because he's a blue cat. Oops. Yes, I do know Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition. What about the mates? I mean, I haven't drawn the father yet, but I do enjoy the game. Oh, I need to pick up Jesse's design. There's Jesse. Cute little Jesse. We'll get to learn more about this character because, I mean, obviously compared to my my main characters, Jesse is actually one of my favorite supporting. Is he a supporting or minor character? I think he's a supporting character. He's actually one of my favorite supporting characters just because his story is quite interesting, let's just say. I don't think the voice actor for Jesse is on here, but yeah, he goes through quite a bit of situations, let's just say. I am drawing cats, but I'm doing storyboards, so they're not very good cats. They're just storyboards. Alright, now time for Amos. Oh, I got Amos's up here. Good. I just got bored of doing it, really. Leasing Lewis's daily life. I was going through a period of time where I wasn't finding enjoyment in animating, and I just got tired of it. So yeah, that's why I just never finished it. I've thought about wanting to finish it. Also, yeah, I don't think DoorDash would even accept my order to begin with, let's just say. There's Amos. My mom gonna be in the board? Do you mean is my mom gonna be involved in this? Sorry, Flapcat Jack, can you clarify? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Alright. Oh yes, I gave him a big floofy tail. Oh, how many characters in the story? I saw your comment and then I forgot to answer it. Oh gosh. I should open up my casting call. I think shows a list of characters. Hold on. Casting call. How many characters do I have? 65 speaking characters. That's a lot. Floofy. You got it, Daniels. We have Tim's at least. That's fair. Sorry guys, I need some water. Just get some tap water to put in my water bottle. That's from Jasper, Alberta. That I got from my train trip. I need to work on that. I just haven't known how to work on it. I'm very bad at vlogs in public, so I didn't do a lot of footage on the train. Yeah, 65 is a lot.
Get your $3 Big Mac anytime the Vancouver Canucks face off, exclusively through the McDonald's app. Plus tax. Valid on game day only at participating restaurants in BC.
Well, since these are messy drawings, because they're storyboards, I'll give you a little show of my character models. Whoops. There we go. So, yeah, we are sitting in a kitchen here. So, this is the matriarch. This is Maria. so she's the mother, grandmother. I apologize, ads mess up with me when I'm listening to it. I guess I could just, there we go. Oh, and of course there we go. So yeah, so she is the matriarch. Then we got, so that's the main character, Peter, who is playing my great-grandfather. As you see, I'm not the neatest writer in the world. So yeah, he's gonna be the main character. I got two here. This is Gideon. So the black and white one is Gideon, and this is Joseph. So technically, all of these guys are my great uncles. Yeah, they're family. But yeah, no, 65. The 65 roles are included with the extras. There's a lot of extras. And then I've got the Amos and Jesse. So yeah, we got. You can see I'm putting in the mother's calico in there. Heh. I'll pop up the. Did I put Paul's? Oh, I haven't done Paul's yet. Hold on a second. Let me pull up Paul. And then I'll pull up Pete. Oops, not that one. I want this one. Alright, there's Paul. So, yeah, we got a blue cat. And then I'll bring up the patriarch. He's going to show up in Photoshop because I need to save a JPEG of him. So that's Pete. He is the father and grandfather. As you see, he's got a gnarly mustache and beard. The gray one, I'm not surprised. I'll save him as a JPEG quickly here. Oh, no, not that one. I need this one. There we go. Saved as a JPEG. What is your favorite Disney movie? Oh boy, I actually don't know what my favorite Disney movie is. I have so many. You could probably say like a few of them are like The Aristocats and Oliver and Company, Lion King. What else is there? Robin Hood. Yeah. And yes, I am a fan of Cats the musical. I have seen it in real life. Yeah, I can't pick a true favorite, but yeah, those are some of them. Alright. And then we gotta do Papa Cat. I like to call him Papa Cat. Alright, so, oh yeah, this is Amos. I don't know if I can answer that, Chunky Cat. That's a lot of opinions. I think opinions are good, but opinions can be harmful. It's good to have free speech, but you can take it too far. You just gotta be mindful and think ahead. That's about it. Duchess, I would not be surprised, Zootopia fan, if Duchess has subconsciously influenced me a bit there, but it also is because I just figured I'd make her white. One, ease of animation, but two, because I'm a very fair person. Like, obviously, I'm white-skinned, and I've got blonde hair, so I just figured if we're translating from me to her to Licia, it kind of makes sense. If I didn't make her white, I probably would have made her either a calico van or a diluted calico, but yeah. Oh, I did used to put paw pads in my characters. Just as of right now, I've kind of switched drawing styles for my videos. So paw pads aren't needed. Alright, that's about how big she is. And now, oh gosh, it takes a long time. It takes a very long time. Especially when you don't want to just have your kid watch you, like, grow up watching you be on your computer a lot. So a lot of times I'm relegated to doing it when he's either asleep, like he is right now, or when he's at school, or, you know, sometimes I do go on the computer when he's awake, but it mainly stuff like this I do when he's not around. Yes, Alicia technically has light pink paw pads. It matches her nose. Get rid of one cheese. Velveeta cheese. Do not like it. Alright, I'll do him like this. Oh, it's because I'm using a special brush. I'm using... What is this brush called again? I'm using a line art brush. Where is it? There it is. It's a specialty line art brush that I downloaded by Ring Green. I can't remember their name. That's why it's not a perfect circle. It's here. Nope, my mouse moved. It's just mainly to make the line a bit more stylized. Oh man, you guys are grilling me. Yeah, cats are my favorite animals. I do like marble cheese. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've had brie. I just can't remember what the taste is. I just gotta pull up Pete's reference again. Oh, wait, yeah. There we go. No, I don't want that one. I want the other one. There we go. Robin is downstairs in his dungeon playing video games. Rubal's the only one sleeping right now. Oh, I see. I mean, kind of understandable. There, he is eating. There it goes. That's fair. I too like to eat. That's why I'm a little fat. Ah, job as a kindergarten teacher. Very cool. It's a tough job, but I admire every kindergarten teacher. Pineapple and pizza should not belong together. Ugh. I actually don't like the taste of pineapple in general, so I'd be okay with no pineapple on pizza. Aw, thanks, Chonky Cat. How you animate? Oh, I'm just doing storyboards. Oops, I messed up. Papa Cat's chest. Oh, excuse me.
You're listening to Topsify's Top 40 playlist.
Yeah, I've been trying to portray her as a bigger character. It's just, I don't want to be like, I don't want to like trick people into thinking, not trick people per se, but like I don't want people to like see her as like a average or skinny cat and then and then see me and they'd be like, oh, she's just living a fantasy where she's not bigger or something like that. So that's why I've been working on like having her like actually be represented as more chunky. Yeah. He is also a floofy cat. Papa Cat is floofy. I am messing up this arm big time because he's supposed to just be holding like a piece of a sandwich because he's going to be finishing. Literally a tiny child. I'll have to fix that, but this is just storyboards. Oh, I forgot to do Amos's pattern. Hold on. Alright, so he's a bicolor orange tabby. So we gotta do that. There we go. And he's got like a half mask of some sort. Stripe, 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 stripe. Did I do an evil laugh? I don't even remember doing an evil laugh. Whoops. Oh, that's right. I made him a classic tabby. Well, ish. I mean, obviously designs are going to be different because I have to simplify them for the video. Chunky, chunky. Oh. Alright, so his arms are up here. Alright, like this. Oh boy. Well, I'm dressing up for the kids on my bus, and I plan on being, get this, a holy cow. Guess how I'm doing it. Guess, 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 guess. There we go. I love play on word costumes. Nice. Very nice, Chunky. Aha, yes. So I'm gonna wear a cow shirt with cow ears and horns and a tail. And I'm gonna wear angel wings and an angel halo. Angel halo. Oh wow, angel halo. I cannot talk right now. With a jingly bell. I wish, but that'd be too distracting on the bus. Alright, so that's... The sizing doesn't quite work, but I can fix it up later on. Like, let's see. If I could do something like that. Because the windows should not be that big. Alright, we'll do that instead. Bump it, the sizing back up. Canvas size. Whoops. There we go. So I need to fix the windows. I should do something like this. There. Ooh, D&D character. Those are always good ideas. Just your local green witch. I like it. Ow! Sorry, I just accidentally pulled my hair. I still dressed up, but it was mainly just school. I went through the phase of, I'm too old for trick-or-treating. And I mean, nah. You know, if I feel like trick-or-treating, I will. Alright. So that's the first. Alright, Flapjack. Well, you have a good one. I guess I can show you. I've technically done some storyboards for just like an intro scene. I can show you them. Just give me a moment here. Oh, hello, Delta Flight 191. I know that's based on an accident that happened. It went through a, what's it called? Microburst, right? Is that the one where it went through a microburst and crashed? I like watching the show Mayday or Aircraft Investigation, so I've seen quite a few of those crashes. Goodbye. Oh, sports. Technically I don't do, technically I don't do sports. I do enjoy swimming. That's about it. Oh, nice. All right. Oh yeah, I'll show you the other storyboards that I have. Again, these won't be spoilers. This is just introducing the story. All right. So, here's this. It's snowing where you are. Oh, wow. Oh, a microburst is a weather phenomenon. How do I describe it? I just know if you're in a plane and you fly through a microburst, you'll have a bunch of like headwind. It's like a, oh gosh. If Delta 191 can describe it better than I can, that'd be great. But it's like a whoosh. It's like, I can't describe it very well. The best way to describe it is if you're flying through a microburst, you get a bunch of headwind that like really slows you down, and then in the middle there's just a bunch of air that pushes you down, and then as you exit it, there's a bunch of like a lot of tail wind that can cause you to stall and crash, basically, depending on how low to the ground you are. All right. Hello there, Mathematic. Oh, I technically started YouTube in 2009, but I didn't start actively doing things till like 2012-ish. Anyway, so this is based on a church in the Netherlands. This is where the father of Mennonites, Menno Simons, would have been alive. So this is just kind of general like picture of a church. And then we'll do, this is my interpretation of Menno Simons. He is, as you see, a Bouvier de Flanders dog breed. And for those of you who may not know, Amish and Mennonites actually came from the same thing. They came from the Anabaptist movement. The Anabaptist movement is essentially a Christian separatism from the Catholic Church, where they believed that instead of infant baptism, they believed that you should choose to be baptized as an adult. So that's what Anabaptists are, and Mennonites were one of the first major groups to like separate themselves from the Catholic Church, as well as become pacifists, basically. And then the leader of the Amish was like, we should excommunicate for these reasons. And Mennonites were like, no, we shouldn't. So then they split off. Oh, hello, Robin. I didn't realize you were on. Yes, we're doing well. So yeah, technically Amish and Mennonite come from the same tradition, just Amish and Mennonites have different views on some things. Anyways. So next, here's just a general map that I made. So this would have been the map of like the 1700s. You've been lurking. Yeah, that sounds about right. So this mainly is Prussia. As you see, there's East Prussia, West Prussia, Pomerania. This is a good portion of Germany. I'll make it better, obviously, in the actual video. But the Netherlands, this is where it began, was right here in the Netherlands. And they would have made it all the way over here. There's Danzig, which is now modern-day Poland. But back then it was known as West Prussia. So I just have a few images, just like a map, basically. And here is my version of the Russian Empress herself, Catherine the Great. She was the one who invited the Mennonites who were living in Danzig, and she was like, hey, come over to modern-day Ukraine, actually, which was called South Russia. And if you farm the land, I promise to give you military exemption and allow you to keep your Dutch/German culture and not conform to Russian culture. And they're like, cool. So yeah, she basically invited the Mennonites to live in Russia or in modern day Ukraine. Yes, that is true. I do agree cheese is situationally good. And then let's see. And then here's just like a general map of like one of the first immigrations. So this is like the approximate location where the Mennonites settled in Russia. This is where they actually went to when they immigrated to North America. A lot of them settled in like Manitoba, was it Pennsylvania? Nebraska for sure is one of them. Minnesota, I think, is one of them. But yeah. So yeah, that's where they all went, basically. Sugar cookies. Did I draw anything else? Let me double check here. Oh, yes. And so then I drew another map, basically around, like, as you see, there's Moscow, there's St. Petersburg. Excuse me. Basically, because they actually left modern-day Ukraine to go into Russia near the city of Orenburg by the Ural Mountains because they were running out of land there. So they moved to start anew. I am a mom. A tired person. That's actually a really good idea of Delta Flight. That's really cool. Do I have a favorite book? Do I like? Well, of course I like furries. A lot of my friends are furries. Do I have a favorite book? I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite book per se. I just have favorite genres, really, which right now is history and like adult histories. I can draw humans. I absolutely hate it. Too much unnecessary detail in parts that don't matter to me, basically. Anyways, so that's about par for the course for that. You know what? You guys are gonna laugh when you hear about this. One of the movies that traumatized me the most actually was Beauty and the Beast 2, The Enchanted Christmas. You wanna know why? Because that movie made me absolutely terrified of pipe organs. Yup. I still do not like I admit that pipe organs can be very pretty, but seeing a pipe organ in real life freaks me out. Just seeing all those pipes just sticking out absolutely freak me out. So that's one of the movies that ruined me as a child. Funny enough. All right, what was I gonna? I need to look at my script now. Okay. Hello there. Stan. That's hilarious. That is very funny, Chunky Cat. Alright. I think there would have been... Alright, so... Oops. Still white. Ha! Excuse me. Alright, so... Table would have been approximately here. Plates. Tankard. There we go. And a spoon. And a fork. Again, all crude. And I'll do just a general floor. Probably a door. Would have been approximately here. There. I need some more water. Sorry, guys. When around this time of night, I started yawning a lot. Drinking water and eating food helps me not yawn. Oh, did my kidlet grunt? He's just fast asleep. I have this running because I have my headphones on. They're pretty good at noise canceling. So if he, like, every now and then, Rubel will wake up from a bad dream and just, like, freak out in his bed. So I need to be able to hear him if that happens. You need to find which drugs. That is true, Robin. That is very true. Alright. You're not wrong. I run on Ritalin. Which is technically not wrong, because I have ADHD. Let's see, he would be patting himself. Hold on, I gotta hold up my own hand. Okay.
I start the clock.
Tar is being hailed by critics everywhere as one of the boldest and most exciting
Alright.
movies in years. Kate Blanchett
Napkin.
is the winner of the Venice Film Festival's award for Best Actress for what Vanity Fair calls a towering performance. The Los Angeles Times raves Tar is astonishing, and the New York Times
He needs some
hails
Starbucks.
Tar as one of the year's most talked about movies. Tar, now in select theaters.
There we
everywhere
go.
October 28th.
Hi, Zach here from Speedy Glass.
Hello,
Are you
Zach
looking for a
from
better
Speedy
job?
Glass.
At Speedy Glass, it's easy to make your mark as an auto glass specialist. With us, you can count on a great place to come in every day, excellent working conditions, and take full
I
advantage
think I
of
need
your
to make him
weekends.
more
It's all
center.
possible
I
right
need
here at Speedy
to
Glass.
adjust
Join our team,
things here.
and we'll even pay you to train. Come and see us, or
About
apply on
there.
speedyglass.ca today.
It's the primary one. Yes, you are correct. Maybe we can just go boop or something like that. Oh, I forgot his chair. Let's go like that. There. Alright, now I need Pete's reference. I need Papa Cat. There we go. Oh, Rubel's not quite in kindergarten yet, but he's doing really well in school. He's been actually a really cute leader for the other kids it's their first time in preschool. It's honestly super adorable. Alright. So then I need to fade it out. So in the script he says, "Wonderful lunch as always, my dear." My dear. Oops. It's so hard to keep the circles. Oops, I should make that less prominent. Robin, what funny thing has Rubel done? What is your favorite children's movie villain? Oh gosh, I don't even know. I was definitely the kid who always cheered for the good guys, so I honestly don't know who my quote-unquote favorite villain would be. Maybe the villain I think of the most is maybe Ursula, but I just remember watching The Little Mermaid a lot as a child. Oh yes, his face would be blurred. Oh, this morning, I came down, I was in my pajamas still. I was making Rubel, what was I doing? Oh, I know. I was making myself breakfast. I had just gotten him his breakfast. He finds my sweater that I left on the piano bench. And, he comes up to me, he grabs the sweater, he comes up to me, and like I said, I'm wearing my pajamas, and he just says, "You need a shirt on." And he just gives me my sweater. And I was like, okay, I get the hint. That was pretty cute. Does this mean you're evil? That I can't say. Let's see. He would put his napkin down on the table or on the plate. I'm not exactly sure how it would look, so I'm just gonna make it crumpled up. I used to be shy as a kid. I still am kind of shy depending on the situation. Oops. Oops. I am totally messing up. That's okay. This is a storyboard. Alright. I'm actually starting to feel tired, so I might actually call it quits after this segment of storyboards. I might just head upstairs and chill before I go to sleep. So this is where he says, this was excellent. Excuse me. Meanness and bullying? What exactly do you mean aware of meanness and bullying? Huh. I'll do, okay, what's in the other part of his script? He yawns and stretches. Okay. How do most people, I mean, some people stretch with their arms out, but do I want to do arms out or do I just want to do yawn with his arm out a bit? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. There we go. I used to be bullied too. I actually recently made up with my bully. Well, it was a couple of years ago, but she and I are on good terms now. Oh shoot. How do I draw this part of the hand? Oh gosh. I hate hands! Do I know Winnie? Oh, you're not talking to me. Oh, sorry. So his ears would go down as he's yawning. Alright, he would lean back a bit actually, so like that. Oh my goodness, excuse me. He would be, oops, that's not what I want. He'd be arching his back a bit. I mean, I don't personally know any mean celebrities. I can't think of any, like, situations on the top of my head. I know there's been mean celebrities before. Alright, so there's that, and then I'm going to use this reference again. And I'm going to have him slouch a bit more.
The lopsided ones, the oddly sexy ones.
What about oddly sexy? What?
The peach fuzz ones.
How many frames per second? Honestly, I don't know, Danias. I would like to make it like similar to anime's frame rates, but I honestly don't know. Sorry, the ad was talking about something sexy, so it's just like, sexy what?
Tuesday, meditated in a real Zen garden, then partied with robots. Wednesday, mastered chopsticks at a cat cafe. Thursday, took the bullet train and ate Kobe beef in Kobe. Friday, climbed a
Oh my goodness, I heard COVID beef, not Kobe beef.
with snow monkeys. Sunday, started planning my next trip to Japan. Discover
Ah,
Japan.
Japan.
Inspiration at oneweekinjapan.ca.
When you've seen the magic
And felt the magic.
you can no longer deny the magic.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
A friend is a person
Create your
who
own
always
furry
brings
couple
magic.
soon. I mean, I technically have, if you think about it, with Lacey and Lewis. There we go. So 24 frames. I think that's too many. I think anime has 12 frames a second or something like that. Or is it 8? I'm not even sure. There. Okay. I'll save these files and then I think I'm going to call it a night because I'm starting to get tired. Right. So, do this one. This is 12. How was your year this year? I'd say it's alright. Has had its ups and downs, but I think it's done relatively alright. Oh, I know about poutine. I actually debated about getting one earlier today. I didn't decide to. I decided not to, but I really thought about it. Poutine is delicious. There we go. Oh, yeah, I just really got tired there. Alright. I'll give you guys the warning now. Oh, you should make homemade I almost said protein. Poutine. That'd be really delicious. Alright, you guys. I should call it a night pretty soon. I'm just drinking some water. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, cat lover. Oh, poutine is French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. It's actually pretty easy to make at home. But yeah, that's essentially what gravy is. Gravy. That's what essentially what poutine is. But you can also add stuff like, like green onions. You can add like beef, you can add bacon, like bacon bits, you can add pieces like pulled chicken, pulled pork. Yeah, it's pretty delicious. Mother. Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna try to storyboard more. Obviously, I'm not going to stream all my storyboards, and then once it gets into spoiler territory, I'm gonna stop. But I'll try to do this more often. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, I hope you guys will catch me the next time, whenever that will be. Most likely in the evening. That's all I can tell you. Alright. Take care, you guys, and have a good night.